Ene ejisem ni say tap send see yen fa sadere we emma won customers ni titu ene won a wo UK say obetimi a create wo tap send wallet no e wo app no eso se ekoba ne se tap rate no ekostra obetimi a save ska akodu impempenso bi ti say 50,000 Ghana cedis ane 50,000 Ghana cedis na afei wo yin kakra se oba on Ghana mu a obetimi a save ska ewo tap send wallet na so abra unya ohaw bia na tie tap send atre wo mahye akodru UAE Netherlands and Austria tap send na easy fast and secure tap send papa no
everybody check now check it check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Push sugar level, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Abinsoko! Massive cash out with Aviator on Parimatch. Charlie, visit parimatch.com.gh now and enjoy showdown odds and amazing offers on your favorite sports, jackpot and casino game. Play with Parimatch and get up to 500% Pari Boost bonus to win big like a boss. Parimatch, the game is yours. This advertisement is vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly. No under 18. Gaming can be addictive.
The story of Fela Makafui and Medikal is a very disturbing story to me. Not because of anything, but basically because of the fact that when they started their relationship, when they started their marriage, I was among the few people who believed in them. I was among a few people who trusted in their journey. I was among the few people who wished them well. In fact, I was always proud about their relationship. To those who have watched me, studied me for a longer time, I'm sure this will not come surprising to them because they might have heard me saying it here or there. Where I said, from the initial stages, I felt these were young people who were just in love and did not know exactly what they were looking for. Therefore, when they hit the rock, they will come falling steeply. So when some few years into their marriage, I saw their business moves. I saw the telepathy between them. I saw that kind of camaraderie, like the love that they were expressing to each other, both online and offline, and even especially the business ones. When I was seeing those ones, I became even more proud. I was really proud about that because I said, these guys have done exactly what I wish for them. How I pray for their marriage, that is exactly what I'm seeing. But it looks like for the past weeks, my hopes are dashing gradually. Looks like for the past weeks, the center is not holding. Things are falling apart. And once again, I feel a little brokenhearted. And again, it even comes to the fact that knowing Medikal's friendship with Shatawale, definitely there was also that friendship between Fela Makafui and Shatawale as well. And knowing that whatever affects one might affect the other one way or the way, I said that we pray that nothing happens so that people who just would want to make fool out of some of these things, will take advantage to misbehave. But unfortunately, all those things, the hope in there, they seem to be dashing gradually. And it is because of some recent outbursts from Medikal on social media, where he started saying one, fella Makafui is not his wife, which came as a shock to many. In fact, when that first tweet was even made, there were some people who doubted it to start with. Some people thought that, oh, this is Medikal trying to start some discussions or controversies around his brand, maybe for a certain end. And unfortunately, it also came at a time at the end of the beef around the AMG family, Chris Waddle included, Showboy included, Medikal in the midst, AMG Deuces, and all those people within that squad. It came right after that issue. So people thought that, oh, so Medikal feels that the AMG beef and the Beyond Control beef and the Showboy, Chris Waddle things, they were not enough. Therefore, he needs to bring it to his family. Many people doubted it. I know. Many people doubted. They saw it as another strategy to call for some media attention. Unfortunately, whilst they were still in their doubting Thomas's pool, more evidences that suggest that all might not be well indeed started coming out. That was when we saw tweets of Medikal talking about people checking on him, should anything happen to him, blah, blah, blah. We saw Medikal giving it to D Black because of something I'm sure he might have heard about him. We heard of stories about Medikal talking about a certain Sewa, and that if he gets insane and he starts releasing videos, it will be dirty and all those things. When you see such tweets, such outbursts, such rants, you become a little bit worried. And it also comes at a time that the gentleman is even preparing for a show in London. So I'm just sitting here thinking about all the emotional trauma and the challenges and the confusion that he'll be going through now. At this stage, if not a big God up there, some good members around him, including both family members and his music business and any other business around him, who would stand behind him firmly, who would stay with him firmly, who would help him to take some decisions so he does not make more mistakes. It will continue to disturb many, including myself, Sammy Flex, seated here. It will continue. I know his good friend, Shatawale, has also taken charge of the situation, doing his best to restore peace, calm, and that kind of soundness in his head, because he needs it. Even with what is happening, I always ask my people in my office, what is happening, how will that impact into the sales or in the sales of the event? Is it likely to be good for the event, or it is likely to be bad for the event? Patrons and people who would want to purchase tickets, knowing all that is happening, how are they going to think about it? How are they going to see this whole thing? I get worried a lot about it. But then, I also would want to sound caution to people who would want to comment or do just anything for the following and for the likes on social media. This is a trying time for a superstar. Everybody goes through it. But when it has to do with superstars, their stories are always different, because to them, they are being watched by so many people. The whole world sees them. They don't see the world. Everybody from anywhere in the world, they are seeing whatever they are going through and whatever they are doing. Unfortunately, he doesn't know you. He doesn't know what you go through. So it is also my wish that such people, including media people who should know better, should at this stage exercise some constraint in how to run commentaries on this. The fact that it is happening to them does not make you wise. That's what everybody should know. The fact that you think to you it has not happened to you does not make you immune from some of these things. You are not. The fact that to you it hasn't come to your doorstep does not mean you are beyond mistakes. Nobody is beyond mistakes. Everybody can make mistakes. Everybody does, as a matter of fact. So, in our write-ups, especially on social media, that is where sometimes we have so many fools. On the media platforms, yeah, you might come across one person who will misbehave because of some attention that he or she is looking for. But on social media, there, you can't control it. I wish that at this stage, you keep your nonsense to yourself. Don't go on Twitter tagging and Facebook tagging and here tagging to achieve what? You are speaking nonsense about someone, yet you are also tagging him. Deepening his or her woes. There is not a time for all those things. At this stage, the best people to handle this, family first. Family first. And I'm talking about family after God in this case, because we are on earth. God, the supreme being, if he can take charge, great. But on this earth, as we are here, family first, close people, management people, close friends, then they also take over to remain, make sure that there is calm. Because if you move around this world, you have everything, and you don't have a sound mind, it is even better than not having anything. Imagine that you think, oh, you've been blessed with everything. You have this, you have that, you have this, you have that. But don't have a sound mind. That is painful, that is hurtful. In fact, if you are not careful, you always be crying on your pillow. You'll be crying. Because you'll be asking yourself, what at all have you done wrong, or what at all are you supposed to do again? So to me, everybody who is a well-wisher of the medical fella relationship, there is not a time to make merry. There is not a time to have fun with it. There is not a time to joke with it. There is not a time to look for social media attention and hype. There is a time, if you can, pray for them. There is a time that if you can, you look for other ways that can restore calm and order in the house. Because if indeed what Medikal said is anything to go by, that they are no more married but they are co-parenting, it is possible. I know some people live abroad and they have been co-parenting for so many years. They live in one house. Everybody is playing his or her role and they are fine. I know some people like that. I know what they have to do for everybody and at every time. So if they think they can do that, it is beautiful. After all, they have a beautiful daughter who is innocent of all these happenings. So if they have admitted that, okay, we can't marry again, but we can do co-parenting, and everybody is fine, everybody is going about their normal duties, we should give thanks. Instead of you coming to show how wise you are, instead of you coming to show how intelligent you are, or instead of you coming to show how clean you are not clean. Yes, you are not clean. Don't assume cleanness for yourself. No, you are not. Wait till everybody knows that you went through it and you became clean. Until then, don't assume to be clean. It is my wish that as some of these things are happening, we do what we have to do right, as friends, as family members, as industry people, and support them the best way we can. In addition, let me also pray that everybody who lives in London, we can give to Medikal. We attend the concerts in good numbers. Come out in a way to show love. Come out in a way to show that, yeah, there is solidarity. We are behind you. Good or bad times, we are with you. We want you to succeed. Forget about the past. Don't look back. Keep shining. Keep going. You are a superstar. Just keep doing it. Maybe this is the time we have to show that. This is the time that we all have to come together and show him that particular love and care. It doesn't take anything from us. It doesn't spoil anything. It doesn't take money from anybody's account. It rather keeps humanity alive. And that is my wish. So people in London, all things being equal, we are all coming to support him Of course, my boss Shatawale tells me we would have to be in London to support this as well. So, to Shatta Movement fans as well, the brother needs us. If it befalls Medikal, more or less that's befalling Shatawale as well. So, helping him to get back on his feet, helping him to get a sound mind again is one of the best wishes that Shatta himself would want to get for Medikal. So, out of this, I'm sure this should even encourage you or inspire you to go and get your ticket early to be part of the planning and plotting concerts in London on 3rd of May at the O2 Indigo. And I believe you will also be blessed. As much as we can do it for a brother, someone can also do it for us. A word to the wise is enough. And to Medikal and fella, finally, you guys know better. You guys know the toxic world that we live in. You guys know how in this world, people don't think about your welfare and well-being again. People would rather want to use you for their own interests. You guys are smart. That one I know. You might not be old, but you guys are smart. Use your smartness to make everything calm down. Use the future and include the child that you have, the beautiful girl that you have. Because in all this, if you guys are not careful, she is going to suffer. I know how Medikal loves Ireland, and I know how Fela also loves Ireland. I know how she is growing beautifully and intelligently into the family. This kind of act, this kind of behavior would not augur well for her growth. So this is the time that if really it is not even about you loving yourselves again, but loving your daughter, changing the ways and means of you guys handling this, and let the child be. I'll end it here. I've spoken enough, and I want to believe the little wisdom in there. Someone will pick it, run with it, and let's see how best we can make good use of it. On this note, I'm saying thank you to my producers, Digital Rasta, his called Currency. He did camera for me, Richie Flex, editor, director of the show, Tap Send, holding us down here on this channel and making sure that people who live abroad are sending money to Ghana with ease. And to parimatch.com or parimatch betting, get an app on your phone and start making money. You can also do any of the sporting activities, aviator, sports betting, and more. Make money today and thank me later. On Tap Send, use the promo code SammyFlex, and on Parimatch, use the promo code SAM200, SAMAV for aviator lovers, and SAMSP for those who love the sports betting. Until then, subscribe to us. My name is Sammy Flex. This has been the editorial. I see you when I see you again in our next video. We're out of here. Bye-bye.